Die for me, nigga. I'm damn near perfect. Die for me, nigga. Yeah.
Hey y'all, we are back with another video, and today we are doing a ponytail, a Barbie ponytail at that. So this is me just showing the products that I used for the ponytail to get this super sleek look. And yes, let's get right into it. We got the hair. I used about 18 inches for my hair. Got some Sandex strips. Of course, the pink and green. The girls that get it. This style was actually for my first Founders Day, so let's get into it. So first I wanted to go in and I parted out the section of which the swoop would be, like the specific side, and I would recommend, I was doing this in the mirror, but I would recommend if you have somebody who can, you know, kind of guide you for this part, you could do that. But if not, get you a good mirror and yeah, focus up. So I'm going in and I'm parting, and you guys will see in a second right there. I didn't part from like the part to the ear because of course you want the swoop to go to the side, and you don't want all of it to be a swoop. You just want it to swoop over enough so that it's, you know, coming down on your face but not being the whole half side of your hair. So once you have parted that, you want to section it and you want to really see like what you have working with. And I started getting my edges together, basically like mapping out how you want the ponytail to be. And I was feeling it already, y'all. Like, y'all couldn't tell me that this style wasn't about to be cute. But yeah, you want to part it out. Once you have your part, start kind of just seeing how your ponytail will be. And you guys can see that's what I'm doing now. I'm putting it in the ponytail. And yeah, I want to just see how it's going to look so far. We got my edges out. The swoop is parted out. And this is what it looks like once it's all mapped out and how it will be. And you guys will see at the top, it's not the straightest, but it'll be okay. Like, that's fine, y'all. And period, I'm feeling it. So yes, and I'm just seeing how everything is looking. Ooh, look at that swoop, y'all. Y'all can't tell me this is not about to come out so cute. And then I like my edges like to kind of do a 1, 2, 3, so y'all can see I kind of left some out from the swoop, so my edges start like coming out from the part. And you want to get that side edge, and you can basically like decide how you want your edges. It's all up to you. Oh, I actually did go in and kind of straighten up that back, but again, this was all done in the mirror. So this is how it looks, and I'm just, you know, making sure everything is good. You definitely want to be very precise with the ponytail because you don't want it to come out looking a mess. So I'm going to go in and got to be the top, and I start with the top because I don't know if you ever see or you all have ever done a ponytail, but if you don't mold the top first, for me it's always like a line when I'm trying to mold. So I go in with the top, and I'm going to just use some Got To Be spray, and then I'm going to take the blow dryer and I'm going to mold that thing on down.
All the niggas round me, riding and die. Gotta watch your time, cause it's flying right by. 2-turn, baby girl, you know me.
I'm outside in it.
Right outside. PT. 2-turn, baby girl, you know me.
So I was talking on the phone, just excuse that, but I'm going in and then I'm going to show you guys how it looked like from the sides. You definitely want to keep checking your progression because you want to catch anything that don't look sleek at the time when it's not right, because once it's done, girl. Like, you already molded it. So this is what it's looking like. It's giving. Thank you. Yes, it's giving. And I'm hype. I think hype is an understatement. And then you want to just keep making sure everything is good. And then I'm going to go in with the sides, and I'm going to repeat the same process. You want to just got to be glue it. And I personally tilt my head because once you spray that got to be glue, it starts to run. So make sure you tilt your head a little bit so it don't drip all down your face. And yeah, sleek that ponytail right on up. I was so hyped, y'all, like so hyped. This was my first time doing this style and it came out really nice, but let's keep going so y'all can keep seeing. And yeah, I just repeat this all around my ponytail. You definitely want to got to be the whole thing. And I like got to be because like when I sweat, I knew I was going to be doing a lot, like strolling, dancing, you know, having a good time with my sisters. And with got to be, even when you sweat, because it's molded, it like holds it. And I'm a heavy sweater, so for it to hold through my sweat, y'all will be fine, okay? Oh, this is my song. Y'all can't tell me I'm not a hood chick. But yeah, keep doing that process all throughout the ponytail. And try not to feel yourself as much as I did, but y'all gonna look cute, so go ahead, do your thing. And the back, as y'all can see, the back, you do have to lean over just because if not, you don't want those little like squiggly lines when it's not really straight, but it's just molded up. Y'all don't want it to do that. So I like put my head downwards, and yeah.
Thinking that nobody finna buy back. Losing my baby. Can't be sure.
And as y'all can see, I'm about to do it now. I kind of like grip the hair so I know it's going to be like sleek. Sometimes if you leave it, it'll like kind of do the squiggly thing how I was saying too. So I like hold the hair while I'm molding it so I know it's literally going exactly where I want it to do. It's kind of like controlling your hair. You don't want to lose control. But yeah, I just repeat this process all the way around. Then I'm going to go and put it in the ponytail. Y'all can see, y'all want to scrape out the little flakes. Like I said, I tilt my head so it doesn't leak down my face. But if it do, that's fine. Just scrape that little stuff out. And y'all can see it on my hoodie. It's a little white on my scalp right there. We don't want white. We don't like a lot of dry. None of that stuff. So just go ahead, scrape it out. It won't mess your hair up. And you don't want that in there. So, whew. Yes, get that off of me. But yeah, I'm just going in, continuing the process, and do it until you don't see anything, because we don't want that. So yeah, and if you have to touch up something, just touch it up and do it again. So now we're going to get into the swoop. The ponytail is molded. And I just, again, y'all want to keep mapping everything out. Yes, I'm hyped. It's coming out so cute. So yeah, map everything out. I started with a part. You don't want it to be too big. Y'all can see I was kind of hyped. And that first chunk was too much. And you don't want too much because you want enough hair. And I kind of curved the top because you want the swoop to kind of fall forward and then go on a slant. So I kind of curved it at the top, and it'll be fine because the hair, more so at the top of the part, will just cover the track that you're going to put down. So I go ahead and I measure the track out because you don't want to just put glue and then it's like you have too much. So measure it out and then cut it off. And then I apply my glue and I mold that baby down. I also straighten the pieces before I put it in my hair. Usually, this is another trick, y'all. I will flat iron the weft, but because, and I just showed y'all, the weft was so thin, I didn't even have to. So I just go in, put the glue down. Hey, Des, that's my sis Des, y'all. Oh, sorry, my phone is going on. But yeah, I go in and I put that down. And take your time. Like, it's a little bit speeded up, but definitely take your time. Hold it down for like 3 seconds. Y'all see I didn't hold it down, I'm too hyped. But you want to hold it down and then get the blow dryer and blow dry it to that part, because you don't want your tracks to be sliding, then it's getting in your hair. That's a no-no. That gets annoying. It starts messing up the look, giving it sloppy, and we don't want that. So I basically just repeat this step. Ooh, look at that, y'all. period. The swoop is coming together already. So yeah, I just keep repeating the same steps. This is how I do it. I kind of slowed it down for y'all. And you want to straighten your hair so it's as straight as possible. You don't want like your hair not to blend with it. And yeah, and you want to keep doing the same thing.
I'ma walk in direction. Without a thought, we do it real good. Your nigga call us text. So baby, don't be mad, you look outrageous. Your nigga call us text. So baby, don't be mad, you look outrageous.
Okay, so now we are at the top. We glue everything down, and before this is all molded, you want to again keep making sure everything is going to come out how you want it to, especially with the edges. Like, to me, the edges give to the look, so you want to make sure you just map everything out. Y'all can see where that first edge going to be. That's what I was talking about when I said I like my edge to come out the swoop. I like that first edge to be off the swoop. And yeah, this is what it's looking like so far. Before you put any got to be, know where you're molding your ponytail, because if not, you might mold something and don't come out how you wanted it to come out. So I'm just going in, I'm looking, making sure everything is intact. Cool, perfect. So this is how it's going to look. I haven't molded anything down. I just basically put everything where I want it to be. Period. It is looking good. I'm all focused. But yes, it's looking good. It's a little bit big right now because it's not molded, but don't let that part phase you. As you can see, when I put my hand on it, that's how flat it'll be. And yeah, you want to go in and start with it going downward. Start at the top. That way, you know, you work your way down, and when you get done, you should just be working on the tip of the hair. So I started at the top and I just molded it on down. I got my layout ready, and yes, keep checking them edges, y'all. It's very, very, very important to keep checking your edges because it's so easy to mold them while you're doing this, being that you can't really control where the edge, where the got to be goes. So keep on brushing it out, and definitely put some emphasis on that front like part right there where y'all see I'm at, because that's like basically the highlight of your swoop. That's what's going to control the rest of the swoop. So yeah, make sure you start right there and then work your way to the back, which will be the side in this instance. And yep, just keep on going, keep on going.
without you all around me. Getting anxious. Leave me, don't look back, it's all about you. In the dark right now, feeling lost but I like it. Comfort in my sins and all about me. All I got right now, feel a taste of resentment. Simmer in my skin, it's all about the stain on my shirt. New bitch on my nerves. Old nigga got curved, going back on my word. Damn bitch, you like dirty. In the dark right now, feeling lost but I like it.
So for this, like, remember I told y'all to put emphasis on the front. You definitely want to keep on mapping it out, keep on making sure everything is intact with those edges, y'all. Make sure y'all focus on the front first, because the side will just really do what you want it to do. But if you don't mold the front of your swoop right, it won't come down enough. However you want the style to be, if you don't focus on that front first, you won't get the ultimate look that you want. So I started from the front and then worked my way to the back. And y'all can see I keep checking them edges, keep making sure everything is working out how I want it to. So once you get the front right, you can kind of just go ahead in with the sides. And yeah, it's looking quick.
In the dark right now, feeling lost but I like it. Comfort in my sins and all about me. All I got right now, feel a taste of resentment. Simmer in my skin, it's all about the stain on my shirt. New bitch on my nerves. Old nigga got curved, going back on my word. Damn bitch, you like dirty. The stain on my shirt. New bitch on my nerves. Old nigga got curved, going back on my word. Damn bitch, you like dirty.
So right here, as the swoop continues, y'all can kind of see I missed my eyebrow. I don't really like it going over my eyes and all that. I personally am a beat girl, so I do my makeup. So I like to leave some space for my concealer when I'm blending it and everything. I kind of take that into consideration with my swoop, just because, like, I don't like that. Like, I don't like to have to lift the hair up and all of that. Like, no. So I kind of missed my eyebrow. And some people like it like that, but I personally like to miss the eyebrow. So, yeah. So for this side over here, I keep saying so, but yeah, to get the side flat, you want to basically, like, literally control your hair. You want to lay it down and then got to be it, so that it's doing exactly what you want. We don't want it sticking up on the side. Now it kind of looks big. You want to basically go in, lay it flat, put the got to be spray, and then blow dry it to right there. And yes, that's what I'm doing, and it's all looking so good. Oh, I love. And you want to go in with any parts that's not really molded all the way. And yeah, keep that edge out though. Like, me personally, I like edges. I'm an edge girl. It just gives the look to me. And yeah. So once you do all of that, you want to basically just go in with another layer of got to be glue. And I know it sounds like a lot, but trust me, y'all want to mold y'all ponytail, especially if y'all gonna be moving around. I don't know how y'all sweat, but I know me. And you want to go in with that got to be again, just to basically, like, do your last touches, make sure everything is everything. And ooh, look at my face. Why you mad? Girl, that blow dryer was hot in my defense. But yeah, you want to just get it together. Child, I'm in my act. And this is how it's looking so far. Period. We got this piece out that we'll work with at the end. We're going to put that up. I don't know if I did it now. Yeah. So you want to basically just put that up with some bobby pins. This is when the bobby pins come into play. And you want to pin that up in the back. I thought I had did it at the end, but let's go ahead and pin it up now. And yeah. And it's looking good, y'all. Let's just take a moment to see. Look at that shine. Look at that vibrant. Oh my goodness. That's another reason why I like Got To Be glue, because, well, Got To Be glue spray. It's not glue. And this is how I pin it up. So yeah, but that's another reason why I like the Got To Be spray, because even though it's Got To Be spray, it's molding it, but it gives it a really good shine. You want to make sure your hair is looking sleek, like you just left the shop. So yeah. And with those pins, you want to just make sure they're comfortable and they're laid as flat as possible into your hair. This part is a little bit tedious because your hair is molded. So you want to make sure you go in. And I put them inwards, like going down, so that the pin is not sticking up. It's like going downward, so you can't really see the pin. I'm just checking them edges, child. I go off on the edges. And that little piece you got right there is fine. I'm going to braid that in with my braid for my ponytail. And yeah.
Don't like it, baggy jeans, but I like what's underneath it. But no, I ain't been to MIA. I heard the Cali never rains and New York's wide awake. Twins that see the West End, I show you to my brethren. I'm liking this American boy, American boy. Take me on a trip, I'd like to go someday. Take me to New York, I'd love to see LA. I really want to come kick it with you. You'll be my American boy.
So this is my braid. I just braided it down. I didn't add any braided hair, like it's not trying to be an extended ponytail. Usually I do if I want that look, but we're doing a Barbie today and it doesn't have to be that long. So I just take my Sandex strip and I wrap it all around. And yes, I'm getting it ready so that I can put the ponytail on. And I glue the sides once I get it all molded so that it can stay. I know sometimes like girls' ponytail will slip off, and that's because you didn't really put it, you didn't mold it right, baby girl. Like it's not on. Is it on or no? So you want to definitely make sure that Sandex strip is on your hair, because if not, it's going to slip off and you're going to be salty. So I just let it do that. And then I put some rubber bands. Oh, pay attention, y'all. I put some rubber bands around this part just because you want your ponytail to sit up. The scrunchie will not do justice. It's still going to be saggy because the scrunchie can only hold but so much. So I put 2 rubber bands around the actual scrunchie so that it's like basically sitting the ponytail up. And for Barbie, you want the ponytail to give that up and down kind of look. So the rubber bands, this is a secret, y'all. Make sure y'all pay attention. If y'all stop the video, you just missed the most important part of the ponytail. Make sure y'all use 2 rubber bands. If you use 1, you'll probably be fine, but I use 2 so that the ponytail sits up and does what I needed to do. And as I was doing the braid and the Sandex strip, I realized it was a little piece to me. So I just went in. It's nothing major. Just keep going in, checking your ponytail. The whole time you're doing it, just keep checking your ponytail, because when you're done, baby, you don't want to have to fix nothing at the end. Take a Sandex strip And I'm going to wrap my ponytail down, that way it's laying as flat as possible. And I'm doing this because I'm about to put my ponytail on. So while the ponytail is getting put on, I'm letting this mold down. And I'm just getting it right, getting it ready, doing everything. And y'all can see in the back a little bit, it's a little bit of hair, but don't worry about that. I'll work on that at the end, and y'all will see how I make that lay flat. So yep, this is that. This is how it's looking with the spandex strips.
I'm outside in an AMG, right outside, PT, 2-turn baby girl, you know me. All the niggas round me, ride or they die. Gotta watch the time, cause it's flying like butter. I just caught a shot.
So I actually go in with another spandex strip just because you're about to be putting glue and you don't want your hair to be all gluey when you're taking the ponytail out. So this is what the second spandex strip do. It just basically give it some extra security, make sure that ponytail is really on how you say it's on. And yes. So this is what it's looking like, all molded, ready to go. And I put my ponytail on off camera, and I put the piece of hair on off camera when I wrap it around my ponytail, just so that for time's sake. And let's see what it's looking like now that it's molded. Ooh, this is nice. This is what I do. Y'all can't tell me I'm not hype. So I go in with my ponytail, and I have my side edges, and it's already giving Barbie. That's why I had used the rubber bands for it. Y'all can see how it's sitting up. And then we're gonna just go in with my edges, and I'm very particular with my edges, so y'all can just watch how I do that.
Right outside, PT, 2-turn baby girl, you know me.
Before you do your edges though, that's another thing, y'all just see me map it out. I map it out so I basically know exactly where my edges will be. I don't want to do my edges and then it's like, oh, I didn't want it like that. So I put a paper towel underneath my hair before I cut it, so I know exactly where it's going to be, because I had a black hoodie on and it's kind of hard to see black on black. So I just do that. And you want to cut your ponytail at collarbone length, just so that it can really like be short and curly and fun how you want it to be. So I go in with the scissors. Where are the scissors? I go in and I cut. And yes, I do the same for the other side. And this also catches like that little hair that y'all see on the paper towel, just because you don't want that on you. Like, that's a mess. But everything is looking good so far.
Fuck the world, I'ma walk in erection. Spit without a thought, we do it reckless. Your nigga call us texting. You said, baby, don't be mad, you know how Brent is.
So I go in on the other side and I cut. And it's okay if it's not exactly the same spot where you cut it on the other side, because essentially everything will be curled. If anything, it'll be better because you'll have like some layers in your curls. So I go in, I cut it, brush everything off, and this is what it's giving right now with the cut. And I realize that I want to cut some more. This is how it looks. This is how it looks. Y'all will see I did cut some more because it's not really giving what I needed it to give. But yes, it's cute.
Strippers wanna sex me. You left on me. Now we mad because you had me.
So I start curling the hair, and I curled the hair upwards so that the curls could give more of a bouncy, like Barbie vibe. And it's so cute, y'all. I'm so hyped right here. Hey, me. And some parts I see that I'm going to cut out. Y'all can see, remember I was saying I was going to cut it. I just kept going, letting it do its little thing. And I just curl as is. And yeah, I just took note of what I was going to cut. Don't let like little things freak y'all out. It's going to be cute. And yeah, hairspray your curls so that they can stay. You don't want to get to the end and then everything is all dropped. So I hairspray as I went along, and I just curl upwards, and I continued this step all throughout the ponytail, and it's giving. Everything is giving what needs to be gave. So yes, y'all will see when I start cutting, just because I wanted it to be like a short Barbie. You don't want it to be long. If you do want it to be long, don't cut it, but I wanted it to be shorter. So yeah.
Just cause I want you don't mean I want you, I don't. You got some high hopes. High hopes.
And you really don't want to cheat this part. Like, really take your time, go in and put some love down on this hair. Like, you don't want it to be like, oh, I should have did this. No, go in piece by piece and cut it. And y'all can see where I cut. Remember, I was telling y'all I was going to cut. And I just cut it so that it could give like more of a curly look. Again, do not cheat your hair. You cheat your hair, it's going to show. And you're going to be salty when it don't give what needs to be gave. So just go ahead and put some love down on it. And I really like the upwards curls. To me, it really just put the whole shebang on everything. Like the downwards curls just give like, I don't know, it just don't give Barbie to me. So I curl upwards. I'm loving how it's coming out. The swoop is giving what needs to be gave. I'm loving everything. And I sprayed, checking for any pieces. Because you are doing it on yourself, don't get frustrated. There will be some pieces you need to go over. There'll be some little straight pieces that you missed. Just keep going through, making sure the whole ponytail is good. So yeah, this is how it's giving. Y'all can see the Barbie. We're giving to the barbs. And go in. Once you get done curling, you'll see any changes you want to make. Make those changes and keep going.
Last night I felt something with you.
Before you do your edges, you do want to just make sure every little piece is back. Haley again, she's showing me something. Sorry, y'all. But before you go in, you want to just make sure your ponytail is as sleek as possible before you do your edges and everything, because essentially the edges is the last step. And yes, my favorite part, we are at the edges. And I'm gonna just let y'all watch, because I don't really know how to explain this part. I just know how I like my edges, so I just do it. If you like how I do it, do it. You got your own way. Some people straighten their curl their edges first. Sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't. It doesn't really matter. Just do what y'all like. Edges, I'm actually glad I didn't like it at first. Y'all could see how I'm doing my edges and it's just not giving. Your edges is really a game, so you want to just make sure. Y'all will see when I switch it up, but if you don't like your edges, it's okay. Switch it up. Like, do not settle for something that you don't like. Run it back, keep trying, take your time. Patience is really the key to everything. Oh, look at my face. So yeah, I don't like the edges at all. It's just not giving to me. Like, the ponytail was supposed to be and yeah. So I go in and I switch it up. And I'm not getting upset. You don't want to get frustrated. The moment it becomes too much for you is the moment that you start messing up, because it's not giving anymore to you. And yeah, look at those little corrections. Don't do too much, don't do too less. And it just starts to boom, give. So yeah, ooh, I love that. Period. It's looking good. And yeah.
But they don't know. I bet they don't even know
that you let it hop on, even her phone. She be paying your bills, buying all of your clothes, and she pay for your phone. You be thinking you own, just ain't shit friends. That you pick up your kids, she be watching your kids. You gon' fuck around and find her. Oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah, you gon' fuck around and find her.
So this is how the ponytail came out, and I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I'm spraying it with some shine, because you want your ponytail to give. Make sure it's shining on every angle. This is just light. This is no flash, no nothing. Period. I'm ready for Founders Day, and I'm hyped. And this is how it looks on my backdrop. I keep throwing that pinky up. The girls that get it, get it. The girls that don't, sorry. But yeah, this is how it looks. Super cute, super fun, and I'm ready. And thank y'all for watching. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with another video.